Hi, I'm Daniel Kinsler from Gartner. It's a pleasure to meet you.
Good afternoon, Daniel. I'm Joe Garrison of Alpha Group. It's a pleasure's mine. Please have a seat and put your things on the table.
How are you today? The weather sure is a nice break from the abundance of rain we've had in the past few days.
I'm doing great. I couldn't agree more. I cannot wait to get outside after today and enjoy it. The outdoors is my escape after a long day in the office.
With you. It's always nice being able to decompress with some fresh air after being indoors most of the day, too. Before we get started, here's a business card of mine. I will also send you all my contact information via email. That way you have a digital copy as well.
Awesome. Thank you so much.
Problem. Well, let's get started. I know you have a busy schedule, so I'll just get right to it. First, congratulations on your recent appointment. What an exciting opportunity for you.
Thank you. I know the role is filled with challenges. And I like a good challenge. At the end of the day, though, it's all about communication and contributing great results for the company, which is what we're working on right now.
What a perfect role for you, Joe. I'm excited for you and wish you the best of luck to assist you in getting those results you desire, in addition to helping you conquer those challenges you just mentioned. I know you had mentioned in our previous phone conversation that you are on a time crunch, so let me tell you why I'm here. Alpha Group has grown tremendously over the last 30 years, so I want to know how up to date with the latest technological advancements of the business. Knowing this, in addition to some barriers that we've encountered, today we want Alpha to succeed and premier at the top of the list for an integrated solutions firm.
That sounds great, Daniel. I know that Gartner offers many different products that help corporations achieve their missions, goals, and targets. I would enjoy hearing more about Gartner and what it could do for Alpha.
Well, I'm glad you know about us, Joe. You just described a leader in the IT industry that helps large businesses and corporations stay organized, results, and provides multitudes of research to prove that our products have the best interest of the business in mind. What are some barriers that you know of in Alpha that are preventing you from meeting your goals? What are you working on?
Well, I came into this role as what I thought was fairly experienced. However, I'm primarily trying to get every part of this business on the same page. It seems as if every department has a different interpretation of policies, decisions being made, and expected results. I want the expectations to be uniform so that the business will run more efficiently and effectively. I really want to represent the IT department as an asset to the company. I want this department to be seen as a source and revenue and of revenue overall. Being that our CEO is observing departmental spending budgets, I'm not able to make a decision without showing him a plan first. But besides me and him, nobody else is really involved in decision making, so that's kind of nice.
Oh, good. That's good. All of that sounds great, Joe. It is important to have viable resources available to create a plan like you're talking about. Research that the company has been growing in revenue and is trending to do so again this year. So could you help me actualize the amount of growth that your CEO is wanting to see? Just to be sure, you and the CEO are the only two, correct? There's nobody else?
Yeah, he and I are the only two involved in the buying process, which is still in the early stages. He's wanting to see a 16% increase in revenue this year, a 6% increase over last year. My thoughts are that I can make an impact from multiple angles by reducing spending within the IT department and initializing a new toolkit application that is available to our customers. This application will contain tools that is the aid in the reception of our plans for development, structural designs, and engineering processes our customers are needing assistance with. This is a concept that I believe will set us apart from our competitors. However, with my minimal budget experience, I'm just not sure where to start.
That's an interesting concept, Joe. I like your mindset of setting Alpha Group apart from the competition. That's important in a day. Going back to the budgeting process, tell me what it is you're looking for as far as information. Is there certain information that you're in search of? Start from scratch.
To be honest, Daniel, I would like to start from the beginning. I want to present this in a way that builds the relationship of the IT department with the rest of the business units.
I see exactly what you're saying. Building a budget is tough, and finding the resources necessary to build that budget is often just as tough, if not tougher, for this type of task. So, what if I told you that there is one database that has access to all of this information that you'd be seeking?
That would be extremely helpful, especially with my timeline of 3 weeks. Any processing time that it can be eradicated or simplified is extremely important to me.
Well, Gartner has a product that directly affects this need, and we'll talk about it momentarily. In the meantime, if you don't mind, I'd like to hear more about the toolkit you mentioned earlier. I know your intent of the product, but what will set it apart from something similar in
It
the
is
industry?
It is important for any business today to be unique in their approach to satisfy the customer needs. In the development industry, our demand is based on the status of the economy. If the economy doesn't permit companies investing in new developments, then there is not a demand for our services. Therefore, being above the competition is extremely important. This toolkit will be designed so that the consumer will be able to access development plans, submit revisions, ask about their plans, and many other features. However, I'm not sure how to present this to the CEO.
Once again, that's a great idea to promote company growth. So, with the aid of someone who has been a CIO and developed these relationships before help you, if Gartner had a solution for this, would you be interested in hearing about it?
Most certainly, having the advice of somebody who's been in these situations before could be tremendously helpful.
Awesome, awesome. So, just to recap, your CEO is expecting growth of 16% this year. In order to do so, you need to design a new budget that not only reduces spending, but also maximizes sales growth. Sales that involve a toolkit. However, you're uncertain of the approach you should take in presenting this information to the unit leads. Does all that sound kind of right?
Yeah, that sounds correct, Daniel.
Good, good, good. Great. Well, then let us begin discussing how I think Gartner could help you grow this business in the way you want it to. With your ideas and our products, I believe that we could help drive some great results for Alpha Group throughout the next year.
Great. Well, then let us be. That sounds great.
Let's begin discussing how I think and what your needs are and how our products specifically affect those needs. So together we've identified some problem areas within your business. I do believe that in more ways than one, Gartner can help you manage some solutions to these problems and help you deliver some results that you can stand behind.
That
Hear
sounds
about
great.
these.
That sounds really good.
Well, in order to show you how great these tools are, it contains a link that's an interactive collection of them. So if you would go ahead and open up your email and click on that IT budget walkthrough for me, we can go ahead and get started.
Okay, hold on. All right, I'm ready.
Perfect. So you had mentioned that a new budget is in the works for you to maximize sales and decrease spending. Our IT budget tool has many features that will help you develop such a budget. What we're currently looking at is the IT budget tool, and this tool compares your numbers to other companies around the globe, providing you with a great amount of insight. These numbers come from a database, one of the largest in the country, with over 19,000 different documents to draw data from. Put a number into that total budget box and click submit.
All right, it's all loaded.
So what this screen is showing you is a report that takes your budget and divides it up based on what other company budgets from around the world look like. How much should be allocated to each portion of a department? In addition, you can add your current numbers into each of the smaller boxes on each page, and it will show you the difference between what the tool recommends versus what you are currently spending. Do you think creating a budget that will show sales growth and lower spending will be easier?
Wow, yeah, not only will it be easier, but it'll also be much more supportive. I think this tool would be a great aid in the success of a new budget. But with me having to analyze all this data, won't that take me away from the business?
And that you may spend too much time with our products and not have enough time to make sure the business continues to run efficiently, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So, okay, cool. So I understand your concern. In fact, you are not the first person to mention this to me. Only pull the information that pertains to what you're looking for. the need for you to scroll through countless amounts of reports and data by providing you with exactly what you ask for. By operating our tools this way, you will have more time on your hands to be able to support the business in other ways.
Yeah, that makes a lot of sense.
Perfect. Well, I have another tool to show you that will help get this toolkit into production that you were speaking about. Executive partner. With one of our executive partners, you will have access to a mentor that has experienced this same situation time and time again. Partners are experienced CIOs that make their insight, advice, and wisdom accessible to you so that you can maximize your impact within the business. More importantly, the executive partner can help you prepare presentations that will help you gain other departments in the business, as well as the CEO. Excuse me. So tell me your thoughts on this. This tool, having this mentor available, would help build that relationship with your CEO.
This is a great idea. I like the idea of having somebody that has been in this situation helping me guide through it. Being new to this role has brought about a lot of change that if I would have had a mentor, it would have been a lot easier to conquer.
And that's what I believe as well here at Gartner. That mentor is a great resource, just like the database I had mentioned earlier.
Well, both of these features directly support me, but are there any other features that set Gartner apart from others?
There are other tools that include measurable metrics and how you compare to other companies on a global scale. There's also a contract review service that can render edits with current contracts that your company has with other businesses that could help save you millions in business deals.
Wow, this sounds all very intuitive and worked out. I like how Gartner has a strategy and a tool for the challenges that we so often encounter as CIOs. All of it sounds great, but how quickly be able to learn how to use it efficiently? What if I'm unable to quickly grasp how to understand reports and the data I'm provided with?
I see exactly what you're saying. As a matter of fact, many people feel this way. Remember the executive partner I had mentioned earlier? This is one of the largest reasons we have these executive partners around. They are there day and night to ensure that you are completely able to research, observe, and understand the tools and information you are given. Joe?
Thank you. I see what you're saying. I have a better understanding of the executive partner now, too.
A partner is really an integral part of our model when we sought success for our CIO products. So we've discussed how our IT budget tool would help you spend less time on a budget that grew sales and shrunk costs. We also talked about how our executive partner was able to help you build that relationship with the CEO you were seeking. For me at this point.
Actually, I do. How do these services become available? Like, what's the cost?
Gartner CIO works as a subscription service like that of your cell phone plan. The customer pays a subscription fee annually of $50,000. You have access to all the resources I had mentioned earlier. The budget and cost tools and the measurable metrics and the contract review service, all of those tools become available to you. You can also add on users for an additional fee of $15,000. This allows someone other than you to have access to the same information, leaving you being able to delegate that other tasks to different team members.
Wow, that is a lot more than I had planned for. I know there's a lot of other products that could help me that cost a lot less. Why is Gartner so expensive?
Often, you're concerned that you'll not receive the product that goes along with such a large investment, correct?
Yeah, that's exactly what I'm thinking about. I'm just concerned that the CEO won't see the value.
Okay. Well, fortunately, that's what these meetings are for. I'm here to explain the product so that you know where the value is in the investment. We're expecting, Joe. Gartner CIO tackles obstacles that CIOs encounter on a day-to-day basis. Our IT budget tool makes sure that you are creating a budget that is industry standard. Guarantee that the budget is being used as intended. In addition, the contract review service reviews all of the contracts that you want them to. This service alone could help save you enough money to cover the initial investment to obtain Gartner CIO products. executive partner provides you with that person that has walked a day in your shoes, someone that understands your challenges and knows the solutions to them. Will help you become more successful. Do you see where the value is?
That really helps a lot. I'm not sure why I was concerned, but those explanations help me understand just how forgotten it is. Well, I have to discuss these things with the CEO before I proceed, though.
Oh, I understand. I understand. Is he available anytime soon? I know that you are on a time crunch, and once we begin this process, you can have complete access the same day.
Oh, that sounds great. However, I will want to privately discuss my options with the CEO before holding another meeting. Would you be available tomorrow afternoon around, say, 3 o'clock?
Certainly. Is there anything I can provide you with to better assist you in your discussion with the CEO?
I don't think so. I'm going to show him the demo tools that you emailed me and explain to him how everything that you explained to me today. Hopefully, we can establish a partnership by tomorrow afternoon.
That sounds perfect, Joe. Well, thank you for your time today, and I look forward to seeing you tomorrow around 3. Have a great rest of your day, okay?
Thank you, Daniel.